So this is it, one more match to determine the destination of the ultimate prize in world football. Two teams, each with a golden ticket in hand, are hoping that this will be their date with destiny. Only one of them can bring the storied trophy home, however. It promises to be enthralling, high-octane stuff, and it is kicking off very soon. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, Jim, you're a man with experience of big finals. What will these players be going through right now?
Well, I think there's definitely a lot of pride and honour at play here, Peter, and they'll be raring to go, obviously. Sure, there'll be a few nerves out there, but that's understandable given what's at stake. I think we could be in for a cracker here, and really, here's hoping.
And he shoots! It's in!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
England have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper's dealt with that. And they've got rid. Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Yeah. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
That's good play. Barcola driving forwards. Stones defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Camavinga. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Anderson. Madueke. Now, can they get him away? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. He might be in here! Rice. It's Bellingham. Anderson.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bellingham. Here's Gordon. Tchouameni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Guendouzi. Tchouameni. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass somewhat off target. Guendouzi. And we have breezed through the first half of the final. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So, Jim Beglin, halfway through, what are your thoughts for the final so far?
France really look in need of a performance lift here. The manager will use half-time to do that and be strong in his words, as he's not getting the intensity nor the precision he's demanded from his players up until now.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play.
It's Kane! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Kane has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Oh, he's burst through! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, and his manager is visibly annoyed with that, and that's one more thought that he didn't want to have to think about.
He's trying the shot. Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough.
He's had a shot! Harry Kane! Off the scale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And this is getting better and better. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Saka to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
England are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Substitution for France, number 11.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 22, Ekitike.
And it's been taken short. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Saka. He is through here. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Well, this is it.
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
A lovely feeding is Gendouzi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Diaby, there he goes, motoring forward. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Kane. And back to the goalkeeper. Saliba. Now it's Gordon. In with the challenge. Rice simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, super find. France are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Now it's Gordon, and he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! Oh, brilliant from Gordon! About as smooth as it gets. They have their precious lead, and he is loving it. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, it's certainly a huge goal, Peter, one that I'm hoping will now open up the game a lot more.
Plays a sharp little ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Barcola. And it's Guendouzi. Bellingham. That's destined for the flank. Bellingham. Now it's Bellingham. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. And he's certainly onside here. Konsa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. Oh, important interception. Konsa. So we are halfway through this final. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So 45 minutes up. What are you thinking of the final to this point, Jim?
Well, this team have been ordinary, just not getting anywhere near as much out of the game as their opposition in the way they've set up to play it. So things are going to have to change, Peter, and pretty quickly.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's picked his way through. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Kane, it's a really well-measured ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great vision. Bellingham. And that was very necessary. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's rising! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. 75 minutes played. That's tidy.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, sweet feet. Shot a goal! And the ball's come loose here. Rice gets it clear. Driving through the middle. And the shot! We've got a goal! And how they needed that. Boy, they needed that. They played with courage, and they have their equaliser.
Well, this has turned into quite a game now. It's not like they need any reminding from me, but it's time now for both managers to take the braver route.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Number 7.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Kane. Now it's Eze.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Terrific effort! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! It was... So what are we to expect in this final?
Well, it could be cagey. It's needless to say there's going to be quite a bit of probing from both sides. The teams are set up to counter to start with, and I think these early exchanges will be crucial in setting the tone for what unfolds.
Rice. James. Over to the right flank. He's got away. Crunching tackle. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Rice with the short one. That'll be a throw. And it's Rice. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. James just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bellingham. Well, now he tries one from range. Barcola charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! O'Reilly. Stones. Anderson. Rice. Mbappe. Now he's running away. Traoré. Can he get it through? Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for move. He's having a shot! Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Gordon. The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what the referee's dictating here. If I were him, I'd listen.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's James. Drives it in. Saliba can get it clear. Bellingham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able... Oh, what has happened here? Dembele. And we have breezed through the first half of the final. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point. What does Jim Beglin have to offer at this stage?
Well, if we're honest about it, Peter, it's not turned out to be the classic that we were hoping for. Someone's got to up the urgency and the sense of purpose, take risks, breathe some life into this final. That's what we need.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Rice. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. He's found a way through. Madueke pinches it off him. Diaby. Now it's Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And that's a good-looking ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get away here? Neither of these two want to come off second best. James did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a throw-in. Now it's Madueke. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. James receives it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Madueke gets into a good position. Dembele going after that. And here's Madueke. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Knocks it out wide. Tries to pass it through. Nice physical challenge.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. He's in a great position here. Konsa wins the duel this time. Stones. There's the referee's whistle. That is 90 minutes. So, that was the second half.
Well, finals often do end up like this, Peter. Neither side willing to give way, and this is what you get. So you have to applaud the efforts of both teams.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. And here's Colomwani.
corner. Number 27, Silvestre. Substitutions taking place.
Ekitike. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They've played it short. Guendouzi. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Distributed tidily. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So just
And a quick
15
reminder
minutes
today
still to
to
come.
please take all without bins located
So
by the
15
entrance
minutes to
gates.
find a
Thank
winner,
you
but
very
is
much
there
for your
anything left in the
cooperation.
tank?
Substitution for France. Number 14, Chouameni.
The whistle goes, we're off and running.
Number 3.
The last 15 minutes, the closing stretch of a marathon final.
Number 33, Zaire Emery.
James.
Number 18, Florian Thauvin.
Well, they've got it again.
Number 2.
Look at the space here. Lovely, now then.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So the final moments of the final, and the destiny of the cup still unclear. Now it's Camavinga. That's been slipped through. Oh, shooting chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Rashford. Oh, this is a terrific run. Great defending, strong and determined. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's it. And that means penalties. So that's it. That was extra time.
What a final, Peter. What a final. A full 120 minutes of focus and intensity with tiring heads and limbs. Whatever happens now, those players can be immensely proud of themselves.
Players then beyond the point of exhaustion. And he does it with poise.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Now it is the turn of the captain. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
This to double their advantage. Big character, big moment, big save. Rashford, second to go. No, denied remarkably. Wow, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
This to put them 2 up. Up by 2. 2 up.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
England really cannot miss this. Oh, great save! That is a great save!
This to win it. No pressure, of course.
And they've done it. They are the champions of the world. A lifetime's glory, a lifetime's honour.
And you know, it really is the pinnacle for these players. This is the ultimate experience.
And this is football's ultimate prize. 5 kilos of 18-carat gold. There is nothing that could compare to this.
I can only dream.
Can we not all dream of scenes which here are truly extraordinary? I think we are about to run out of time, so that is it from us. And once again, congratulations to the winners.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday.